Rushed data center approvals with limited notice, closed negotiations, or inadequate impact studies deny meaningful due process. Constant 60 to 70 decibel noise, 24/7 lighting, traffic, and visual blight devalue properties and inner health and welfare. Ohio courts and the U.S. Supreme Court affirm that local governments possess broad police powers to regulate land use for public health, safety, and welfare, including temporary moratoriums during plan periods. This is widely upheld nationwide. While the Ohio General Assembly debates HB 646 and HB 650, bills creating study commissions with no direct appropriations requested, these very efforts consume taxpayer-funded legislative and staff time on the public clock. Drafting hearings, HB 646 already had one on February 17th, and the other two are scheduled for today, February 24th. Debates and eventual reporting all occur at public expense. This is inaction dressed as action. The commissions delay real protections while data centers advance. Local moratorium now prevents constitutional harms that cannot be undone later. Ignoring this risks successful lawsuits for regulatory takings or due process violations. These facilities do not just store data. They power the next generation of artificial intelligence systems. Research already shows that advanced AI systems can exhibit unpredictable and emergent behavior, optimize goals in ways that conflict with human values, and operate at speeds and scales beyond human oversight. This is not science fiction. It is documented in safety research from major AI organizations and academic institutions. Ohio must ask a fundamental question. Should we expand the infrastructure that enables these systems before legal, ethical, and safety protections are in place? To do so would place Ohio families into an uncontrolled technological experiment. Members of this body took an oath to preserve the people of Ohio and to uphold the Constitution. That oath requires preventing foreseeable harm, protecting constitutional rights, safeguarding public resources. Funding a study when the results are already known does not meet that duty. It delays action. It spends taxpayer money unnecessarily. It allows harm to continue while the government studies what has already been proven. The people of Ohio are not asking for another report. They are asking for protection. Public officials have a constitutional duty to prevent foreseeable harm to citizens, uphold constitutional rights, U.S. Constitution 4th, 5th, and 14th Amendments, and Ohio Constitution Article 2, 14th Amendment, Sections 3 and 4. Protect public resources, utilities, and the environment. Delaying action in favor of a redundant study violates these duties. Communities across the United States have already completed the study Ohio is now proposing. They have documented environmental damage, utility rate increases, land conversion, minimal job creation, and privacy concerns. Ohio does not need to repeat what has already been established at great cost elsewhere. Approving a study under these conditions is not diligence, it is delay. Based on the overwhelming evidence and the duty owed to Ohio citizens, the legislature should hold on the proposed study and act an immediate statewide prohibition and moratorium on large-scale data center development. Establish statutory protections for privacy and data ownership, utility and ratepayer protections, environmental and water use safeguards, and AI governance and oversight. And then this document includes several addendums with research studies referenced as well. And then the last page just says the proposed study is redundant, costly, and unnecessary while already in conflict with protecting Ohioans and their constitutional rights. Existing evidence demonstrates environmental harm to natural resources and communities, economic burden on ratepayers, violations of privacy and civil liberties, AI and cybersecurity risks. Immediate prohibition is the responsible and fiscally prudent course of action. This decision is not about technology, it's about people. It's about whether Ohio will protect its land and water, defend its citizen constitutional rights, shield families from financial burden, and exercise caution in the face of powerful emerging technologies. Or whether it will spend funds to study a problem that is already understood while allowing these harms to arrive here in our communities. Ohioans are watching. We're paying our bills. We're living with consequences. You were elected to protect them. Do not study this problem. Stop it. Enact a 36-month moratorium immediately, and then allow for the appropriate time to study and put protections in place for communities and Ohioans before lifting that moratorium. Respectfully submitted. Thank you.